Hi everyone. Back again. Today's like my day to do lives. um, Today, and I'm really excited about this because after this video, I'm going to do another one. I'm really excited to talk to you about flower essences. I'm going to be making a flower essence for each month moving forward. I did not get to do one for January, and this is for anyone. I'm going to call it for the collective, for anyone. That's my other video. So it's like a little teaser, but I'm going to be doing that. So watch for the other video. But right now, and some of you might be wondering what's a flower essence. Right now I want to talk to you about Echinacea. It's a flower. I'm going to show you a picture because I'm sure most of you have seen an Echinacea flower. This is a perennial. So, gosh, I don't know. I don't know if I've seen them in like a flower shop or like when I go to get a bouquet of flowers. This is like, I'm sure they do have them occasionally, but this is something that people grow in their gardens, Echinacea. So, like I said, I'm sure many of you, I don't know, I feel like more than 10 years now. Every time I see it, I sink into my heart. It feels like such a very special plant for me. That's a heart plant. Now, you may have a different experience with Echinacea, and we all do. We're all going to have a different feeling, but there are issues today. I'm so bummed. All right, let's see if this is any better. Just moving it over a smidge. Because I don't want you to miss what I'm saying. Okay, so let's try this little spot over here. Okay, Echinacea. For me, when I was going through my herbal training, which was a long time ago, and I did a level 1 herbal apprenticeship, and we learned about plants and herbs, and then we did learn how to make flower essences. And they talked to us in this training about our herbal allies, like your allies in the herbal community. And they said there would be a handful or more that would be like plants that would be with you like your whole life, that would be allies. So think of it like a guardian angel or your guides, that these are like beings that are with you that help to support you. And the plants are no different. The plants are here to support us. So over the years, I kept, and our teachers said, I remember like they said between 5 and 7, but you know, it could be more than that. And I was like, all right, what are my allies? Who are my allies? And I just waited for the plants to show me. I was like, I'm just going to wait. They're going to tell me. They're going to tell me. Now, how did they tell me? You might be like, Anastasia, what are you talking about? The plants told you who your plant allies were? And I'm here to say, yes, they did. Yes, they did. I waited to see which plants or herbs I had this very strong affinity or love for, like plants that I was like just gravitated towards. And I will say it's like all the plants that my heart was like so connected to and opened up. And one of them, I won't talk about it now, is the herb thyme. I'm like, thyme? I love thyme. I love cooking with it. I love it so much. So that'll be another video at some point. But that's an ally. I realize that it is a deep, and I'm getting emotional because it's like a deep, deep ally that has supported me many lifetimes. Time. So back to Echinacea. So when I see this plant, I sink into my heart. It brings me such joy and happiness when I see it. And then there's another one that brings me a lot of joy. I can think of four right now that are really prominent, and I'd have to think of who the other ones are. But I'm talking about Echinacea today. Okay. Whew. So I'm going to talk about the energetic qualities of Echinacea, and I want to tell you that I make flower essences. So I'm able to capture the essence of Echinacea in an energetic and vibrational form. This is different than a tincture. You may go to the health food store in your area and they will have Echinacea tincture. The tincture is medicine in a different way than a flower essence is. Flower essences are also medicine, and not pills, but energetic medicine. Tinctures, think of a tincture like a tea. When you think of tea, and it's easy, T for tincture, T for tea. So if you were to drink Echinacea tea in the winter to keep your immune system strong or to help prevent colds and flu, you drink Echinacea tea. And you can get the loose herb, or you can get, packets of teas. So the tincture is basically you take the Echinacea, the parts of the Echinacea plant. Any tincture, you're taking parts of the plant, and in this case, you can use the whole plant. You can use the flowers and the cone here, the leaves, and the root, if you'd like, and you soak that in alcohol. Most people are using vodka. You can use brandy, and you let that sit. This is a little crash course in how to make tinctures. You let that sit for anywhere from 4 to 8 or more weeks in the alcohol, and the alcohol is extracting the medicinal properties, extracting the medicine, if you will, from the plant. And then you're able to take the tincture, and the tinctures you'll buy just like this in a 1 ounce, 2 ounce bottle. That's how you take tinctures, is a couple of drops at a time. And that is now again, that is the extracted medicinal quality of that plant. Now, a flower essence is also extracting, but you are extracting the energetics and the vibrational quality that the Echinacea has. Sometimes it matches exactly to the properties of the tincture, and sometimes it's other things. So I'm going to read to you what the energetics of Echinacea flower essence are. I'm not going to read off of this, but it's very similar to what's here. So the Echinacea flower essence carries the vibration and the imprint to help people restore, I'm just reading straight here, to restore your core identity, to foster deep self-love. And that's why I feel that strong love when I see this. To strengthen the spirit. So your spirit helps to strengthen your spirit. Particularly, and this is important, after experiencing trauma, abuse, or deep shattering emotional pain. Again, that's speaking to the self-love and that heart energy that I feel. It can also act as a protective shield for the energetic body. So your energy body, your auric field, your field, if you want to think of it like that, helping individuals reclaim their identity and maintain a strong sense of self. So again, the first thing I said was to restore core identity. And at the end, I'm again saying to help you maintain a strong sense of you, of self. And it helps to reclaim and maintain that. The part that Echinacea, this is what I most want to share with you today. All those things are absolutely true. The way that this flower essence and this plant medicine for me in flower essence form has helped is in the times when I have felt very intense anxiety and trauma. I could feel trauma in my body surfacing, in my mind, and in my emotional body. I can feel it. For me, I feel this inner shaking. It's not anything. It is nothing that people can see. Nobody's seeing me shake. But inside, my cells, my being, there's something stirring that wants to be released. And inside, there's this inner shaking. And I've experienced this many times. And it's like, ugh. God, how do I get that under control? Now, the good part is like things are coming to the surface to be released. But the feeling of this deep and extreme anxiety and overwhelm, sometimes it's like I want to reach for something to help. And I reach for this. I reach for this because it calms me down. It helps calm my nervous system down. Absolutely. It helps calm my active mind. It helps calm my heart that might be racing. It definitely calms that inner shaking I was talking about. So it's helping on that physical level. For me, this helps on every level: mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual. And I'm feeling a little out of sorts and not able to connect as well to source, creator energy. This helps. This flower essence helps right here. There is a product out there that you can find in the health food stores from the Bach flower line, and some of you may be very familiar with this. It's called Rescue Remedy. I did take that many years ago, and when I say many, I'm talking about like 20 years ago. I tried the Rescue Remedy from Bach, and I tried it at different times. Like I tried it, it didn't work. I didn't feel that it worked. And that's a combination of flower essences. It's not just one. They do a combo. They probably tell you what's in it. I'm sure they do. I would, try it 3 years later and might pick it up again like 5 years after that. It just, for me, that one did not do the trick. Now, it's a tried and true formula, and for lots of people it works. For me, it did not. After my herbal training, when I came across, I made my own flower essence and I make them. And this, if you're interested in purchasing this, I will drop the link below of how you can get this from me. So I started making my own, but when I was just so drawn to the plant that I looked up the energetics and I went, whoa, game changer. So the next time I felt that deep trauma come up, that shaking that I couldn't control, I grabbed this because I had it. I grabbed it. Sometimes, I'll tell you, sometimes it takes a day or two to work because I'm so amped up. The overwhelm is so big. Sometimes it takes a day or two. Sometimes, for me, all it takes is an hour or 2 or 3. It doesn't always take 2 days. Every one of us is different. And the more regularly I take it, when I need to go and grab it, it takes less time for it to work. It doesn't take as long. So that's the good news. If you want to take this preventatively, like once a day, I think that when there's enough of it built up in your body, just taking a couple drops once a day will help to stave off those sort of acute situations. Now, will this work for everyone? It's different. Like I said, the Bach flower essence for me, the Rescue Remedy, didn't do the trick. This may or may not work for you. You have to try it and see. It's not a guarantee. What I do know is the energetics that it works on. That I do know. So will it take you a little longer for it to take hold? Maybe. Will it take less time? Maybe. Maybe it'll work. I just invite you to think about this. See how you feel. When you look at this picture and you look at it, how do you feel? What does this bring up? Does this help you? Is there more peace when you see this plant? Because it can work just by looking at it. The flower essence, of course, is working in your body. And some people might say, well, how do you take it? I take a couple, 2 or 3 drops, 2 or 3 times a day, on my tongue, under my tongue. That's all, just 2 or 3 drops. or you can put it in a glass of water. Have a full glass of water and you add a couple of drops. You can take it like that. Some people will put it right on their skin. They might put it on their pulse points right here on the wrist. You can put it right on your heart if you'd like. This works with animals as well. So if it's, a dog or a cat, you can put it on their paws, or just, on their feet. Just put a couple drops, and it works vibrationally for them, and energetically and physically. You can add it to a bath, to your bath water. There's lots of ways that you can work with this, and it's safe. It is safe for pregnant women. There is some alcohol involved in making this because it acts as a preservative, but it's such a small amount that for anyone concerned if they're pregnant, it is such a small amount that, especially if you dilute it in water, you're not going to it's not going to affect you. Now, if that it's a concern, then please do not take it. Do not take it. I do know it is safe. I've worked with a lot of people that work with them, and it is safe. But again, if that is not your comfort level, I completely understand. It is not, because there is alcohol involved. If you are in a recovery program or sensitive to alcohol, then this would not be the product for you. So I'm just saying that. But today, there's so much more I can share with you, like how they're made and how they work and the history of them. But today, I just wanted to introduce you to Echinacea, one of my friends in the plant kingdom. I wanted to share with you how easy it is to use this in times of anxiety and overwhelm, that it does help to work with trauma in the body, and you don't even need to talk about it. You don't need to process it. The flowers are so, first of all, they're gentle, yes, but they're powerful in their gentleness. And so just by taking it, it starts to peel off the layers of the trauma. It starts to peel them off, and you don't have to talk to anyone. You don't have to go into a counseling session. You can just take it and see how your body feels different. See how you're interacting with others, and how your day is. If you are more calm and more at peace, it's just such a beautiful, beautiful flower. I'm very grateful for this plant in my life. I do want to, it is my go-to. If you were to say, what is your favorite flower essence? I'm going to say Echinacea, hands down. If they said, if you had to pick one, because that's the only one you could have, I would pick this one. This is it for me. Okay. Sharing that with you today. I will come back on because I want to talk about the custom flower essences that I'm going to be, not just the custom, I'm sorry. I do make custom flower essences for people, but I want to talk about the monthly flower essences that I'm going to be sharing with people. So I will come back on to do that. And I hope you're having a lovely, lovely day wherever you are. Thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. And tune into Echinacea. Tune in and see what you feel.